All right. So here we are for Saturday. I'll give you guys a quick recap of Friday. I knew something was off. I knew all three favorites on Friday were not gonna win. I just did not expect it to be as ugly as that was. I don't know how Liga MX continues to surprise me, but just to give you guys a quick rundown. I had all three favorites I thought were gonna win it. Obviously, no, they didn't. Cruz Azul, Necaxa, both being favorites, won. Querétaro, they just completely choked it bad. I thought it was at least going to be a draw, but no. They lost at home, got a red card in the 10, 12, 13th minute, something around there. And then that's when I saw the red card. I saw I got the little update. And that's when my bet just went to, it just trashed now. I was like, I already knew they were going to lose. So very disappointing, but made a little bit of money just because both my bets were plus money. Querétaro at plus 110, Necaxa at plus 135. So I made a small amount of money. I can't say it was a total loss. Still not the way I wanted it to go. But anyway, Saturday, we got a chance to bounce back. Let's get straight into it. We got Pachuca at home up against Chivas. Chivas in desperate need for wins. Pachuca been at home comfortably for about the last, I want to say, week and a half, almost 2 weeks. They got a win on the road up against Tigres, a very weak Tigres lineup. So take that with a grain of salt. Then they beat the Costa Rica team. They already had a huge lead, so I'm assuming they didn't really play. They didn't really play with their full squad. So whatever squad they have, I'm pretty sure they're saving it mainly for that tournament. And probably, actually, they might even use it for this one because I know they want to win some of these bigger matches. But again, with Chivas in desperate need for wins, Pachuca, they're just playing tournaments back to back. So I think the physicality, the physical exhaustion is going to play a factor here. But they have been at home comfortably, so it's not too bad. And that's what makes this game very, very tricky. But Pachuca has also just been very inconsistent when it comes to their Liga MX matches. So for that, for me, is good enough. I think both of these teams draw. Last I saw today, the draw was at, I believe, 260, but it's been bouncing around between 240 and 260. So that's why you see numbers mixed up on my screen. Just because I make the odds one day and then I probably make my final decision closer to when I make these videos. So between 240 and 260, you can get plus 240, plus 260 odds on the draw money line. So I think this game ends in a draw for me. If I had to pick a side, I can't really pick a side, to be quite honest with you. But I want to get to the Chivas money line just because they're in desperate needs for wins. I wouldn't say they're in danger of being knocked out of the play-in, but they definitely don't want to be in that number 9 spot. So I think Chivas comes out strong just because of Pachuca's inconsistency. Both of these teams coming off wins, so we can't even use the falling knife analysis with it. So careful with your bets, guys. This game is going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a tricky one, but I got confidence in my pick going with a draw. So if you like it, go ahead, follow it. If you see something else, let me know. I can't even get a read on any scores in some of these games. Yesterday, I thought all 3 games would go over, being completely honest, over 2.5. And none of them ended up going over 2.5. So that's how just tricky some of these totals is getting. Tread lightly. Do I think both teams score? I can even see this game being 0-0, to be honest with you guys. So very tricky. Just pick the numbers you like.